once again, another character is going to be added into Smash, albeit a very popular one, and so naturally, a lot of Jimmys have been rustled within the player base. So for those who have not known already, Steve from Minecraft, along with Alex, Enderman, and Zombies, as skins, of course, for Steve, have finally made it into Smash Ultimate. This is legit. This is something that a lot of people were shocked about. This was a big announcement for Smash Bros. Ultimate. In fact, it was so big that Twitter was down. Twitter was broken at that moment that Steve was announced for Smash Brothers. That's like really saying something about, this video game event. That a big social media platform was temporarily down because a lot of people wanted to just tweet things out when it comes to Steve for Minecraft being in the Smash Brothers game. This is like, of course, I did a reaction on this and I was blown away. I really did not see this coming. Although if you take the time to really look at things, it does make sense. You have to remember that Nintendo has already chosen this entire second pass for the characters. So it's not up to Sakurai this time around. It's up to Nintendo. So Nintendo is taking the wheel for that, and so it just seemed natural for someone like Steve to make it into Smash. Steve comes from a very popular video game nowadays. It's some of the most popular video games amongst the modern era. A lot of kids are playing it. I'm not sure what the age range is exactly when it comes to that, but I just know that kids are playing it, and even the adults are playing it. The under 40-year-olds sort of range as well. A number of streamers have gone popular with Minecraft. It's just so big in its own right, and so I think it does make sense, if you look at it that way, for Steve to make it in here. Now, people have not kind of seen Steve as a choice for a Smash character for a very long time, just because of the simplicity of the design, what you actually do in the game, which is just to pick away blocks to gather materials and build something, right? Minecraft is that sandbox game where you build stuff, build whatever you want, play it however you want, pretty much, which is to so you can survive. You can play it like a survival game, or you can play it as a game where you just create stuff like a house or a statue of sorts, just anything you want, even like a Rune Goldberg sort of machine or a contraption of sorts. People can get really creative in this game, and I admit that it's pretty cool in that sense. Now back to from a Smash Brothers sort of context, a lot of people would not see a character like him fit into Smash as a fighting game character. What makes like more than half the roster or whatever, there are many characters in the Smash roster who don't really kind of give off that fighting game sort of character vibe, you know what I mean? Even Captain Falcon. Captain Falcon isn't technically a fighting game character. He came from freaking a racing game. He never ever had the Falcon Punch, the Falcon Kick, the Raptor Boost, Falcon Dive, or whatever. The nipple spike, the knee of justice, or whatever you want to call it. None of those things were ever a thing until Smash. Of course they added some of those moves later on in that timeline, but point being though, Captain Falcon never had those fighting game sort of moves until this came to fruition, and of course he became so iconic within the video game world because of it. And sadly not so much of F-Zero, although people have requested F-Zero to be made for this generation so many times now. Because we haven't seen a game ever since the Game Boy Advance games or the handheld games, and of course the GameCube game that came out back in the day. But back to the point though, Smash Brothers has, I don't know, it never should be looked at in that sense as a fighting game when it comes to the character roster, but more of like a celebration, a video game Hall of Fame, if you will, where all these characters come together and just duke it out in a platform fighting game. And that, and of course, I've said in the past, that's where that becomes a fighting game, right? But in terms of like picking characters and all that stuff, they don't have to be fighting game characters. They don't have to have some sort of fighting integrity or combat integrity. I mean, I guess you can say Steve does have some sort of combat integrity. I mean, he uses a sword, he uses a shield, he wears armor and stuff. But it's not so flashy. You're just like literally kind of have this basic swing and all that stuff. But characters like Steve, I understand why he made it in there, because he just comes from that big, video game. And I've seen a lot of reactions, whether it's from the famous, Smash players or the streamers, of course, and also like older friends that I have, they've made their reaction videos to Minecraft Steve. And a good number of them have not been positive. It's either mixed or pretty, like, obviously negative, right? And that's a very, very natural reaction, because that's just a game that they're not really like, into. It's not their thing. It's not their cup of tea. And also, it's just like out of their reach because because it's not in their generation. It's just kind of this whole like sort of quote unquote boomer sort of phenomenon. They're just kind of living in that sort of bubble. At least some of them anyway. At least some of them acknowledge that this game is really popular, even though it's not their thing, and so it's understandable as to why this happened in the first place. Why Minecraft of all things? It's just really strange. I will admit that myself, and I was initially disappointed myself that it wasn't the character that I wanted to see in Smash. But just like many other people, I understand that Minecraft is a very popular game throughout the world. Of course, even Japan. Japan has really been on Minecraft, for I guess a while now. I mean, this wasn't apparent to me until not too long ago. Minecraft has been popular. They've had these updates and stuff, and this became apparent to me during Tokyo Game Show 2020. So I didn't even think about that Minecraft being that popular in Japan, but you have to remember that it's just popular throughout the world. So keep that in mind. It's such a weird thing for me. I've never really thought that Minecraft would have made it in there, but I think that's really the beauty of it for Smash Brothers. You just really don't know who's going to make it in there and who's going to have some sort of fighting game sort of integrity, and how they would go about it being created as a fighting game character. That's the beauty of it for me anyway. That's what I love about Smash. It's such a crazy crossover, and I love me some crazy crossovers. And sometimes these things are uncomfortable. They can be disappointing because your character isn't in there. That's understandable as to why people feel negative about it. It's there's always gonna be that video game character that people are really happy for, and there's always gonna be the people that aren't happy about that, because it's not, this is how it is. And the biggest prime example that I can give was Banjo and Hero from Dragon Quest. Hero from Dragon Quest was really, really well received in Japan. That's one place, right? On the other hand, when it comes to Banjo, that was well received in the West. So that was a iconic character for us Westerners, right? But I was aware that Dragon Quest is very popular in Japan, so they were happy to see that happen for Smash Brothers, right? So the point I'm trying to make here in this instance is that, you know, there's always going to be the character that people are going to be happy for, and there's just not going to be people happy about that character. You know what I mean? There's always that character that they want to see in Smash. So, you know, so with that in mind, from this point on, especially whenever a character is revealed, just remember that there is someone out there who's happy for that. So it's you know, it's better to just pay respects for it. It's like, okay, you know, someone's gonna be happy for this pick in Smash, especially with Minecraft Steve. You know, from the reactions I've seen, of course, the comments I've read, and just like, you know, stuff that I've read on the internet. In this case, you know, a lot of kids, and you know, and of course, kids of like my friends and just kids in general are really happy with this pick, just because this is the game of their generation, of their era. You know, it's kind of like how, you know, for us it'd be like Mario or Sonic, or, you know, Metal Gear's Solid Snake and Cloud, of course. And, you know, that's that sort of phenomenon. Just so happens with Minecraft and Fortnite and what so have you, you know. So yeah, you know, every time a character is going to be revealed for Smash or just any fighting game, really, someone out there is going to be happy. So at least pay that attention, pay that to mind, and sort of respect for them, and, you know, kind of like acknowledge that, you know, people are happy for them. And you know, there are, unfortunately, are people where you know, they're gonna say things like, oh, who wanted this character or who wanted that character, and, you know, especially in this case, who wants, you know, Minecraft Steve or whatever, right? Which unfortunately I saw that reaction from people I know, you know, within my circle or whatever, and you know, which is a little disappointing, but it's overall, I guess, a natural reaction, I guess, but, you know, it's just kind of disappointing to not see them at least acknowledge why this happened in the first place. So, you know, I think, you know, the overall sort of you know, philosophy of the day or whatever is just that, you know, just pay respects, try to understand why you know, people are happy for this character to be in Smash, or why this character was, you know, has been chosen in the first place. And just know that there are people out there who are happy for this character, who wanted this character for a very long time. And you know, it feels good to, you know, see that character make it into Smash. So like at this point, you know, for me anyway, I'm like very open-minded about it, and for every character that's revealed in there, I, you know, would pay my respects for that and acknowledge that there's someone who wants that character, right? And of course, at this point, there's really not much, you know, wishes that I have for Smash characters or whatever, other than really like the biggest one I have is just Gengar. You know, a Pokemon of all things, right? You know, Gengar is my absolute favorite Pokemon, and of course, you know, seeing him in Smash would be pretty cool, because he's got, you know, a unique sort of, he could have a unique moveset. He's a ghost, of course. You know, they could borrow a lot of notes from you know, Pokken, of course, you know, for what kind of moves he could have and such. You know, the possibilities is up there, right? You know, Gengar could be a potential pick, right? So, you know, who the hell knows? And that's what makes Smash Brothers so awesome, is that you just never know who's gonna make it in there, what kind of fighting moves they'll have, and it's just crazy, man. And that's what I love about Smash Brothers in the first place. You know, the first time that I've seen Smash Brothers back in '64, you know, all those ridiculous commercials and such, and having it in my hands and such, it was just a day one favorite, a day one love, and I absolutely was sold on it, you know. And look where it is now. It's just so mind-blowing, you know. They went from just Nintendo characters to just anyone at this point, you know. Of course, the majority is, of course, Nintendo, understandably, but you know, they're you know, they're just like, I don't know, man. They're going so far with this, and I love it. I personally love it. Even though I don't play Minecraft much myself, I have in the past, just a little bit, just to, you know, enough for me to understand the appeal of it. You know, I can see where people are coming from. So, you know, for me, it wasn't entirely like, oh my god, why this character? Why did they pick this, you know, character of all things? You know, this is supposedly the last expansion pass for Smash Ultimate. This is a character that's wasting this slot, you know, blah, 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 and all that stuff. Yeah, it's just, you know, that's not how I feel about it. You know, I understand why it happened and all that stuff. So, so sorry about all this. You know, this seems to be like a rambling of sorts relating to Minecraft and Smash and all that stuff. Minecraft Steve more specifically, and how people felt about it. But I don't know, I just wanted to talk about it. Overall, just wanted to say this again. Whenever a character is revealed for Smash, just remember that there are people out there that had that character in their dreams to be in Smash. You know, that I think, you know, of course, that's a really good feeling whenever that comes true. So you gotta pay respect to that at least, or acknowledge it. And so try not to be too angry about it, because it's just a bad look on those people. Yeah, they, you know, from the reactions I've seen with the older folks, it was quite a spectacle, to say the least. Especially this one clip from Twitter. And I'm not gonna even go too much into detail about that. So, anyways, before I go too long about this, you know, hope you guys took this as some sort of, I don't know, something to take in of sorts. Sorry if this sounds all like rambling and such again, but you know, this is the Hawke Talks. This is just me talking. This is what the point of the video is about. So anyways, like and subscribe and all that stuff, and of course comment. Please comment how you guys feel about Minecraft being in Smash Brothers. It just feels still like a dream. You know, I'm still processing it, and it's just, you know, the day after, of course, but it just feels like a dream. It's just like, it's like this weird feeling. You know, it's such a weird feeling because this is all, it was a joke. You know, a lot of people joked about this on the internet. Oh yeah, Steve's in Smash, it'll be pretty funny. But no, this is real, guys. It's all too real, dude. Alright, thank you guys so much. This has been the Hawke Talks episode about just Smash characters being revealed, how people react to them, the fan base or whatever. And of course, you know, Steve from Minecraft being in Smash Brothers, which is still strange to me to say, but you know, that's reality. We live in a timeline now where Minecraft Steve, Cloud, Sonic the Hedgehog, Mario, Solid Snake, blah 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 blah, so on and so forth, are fighting together or against each other in one game, and that is Smash Brothers. Alright, thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Sean out.